Welcome back to the Hobbit Hikers adventure in Costa Rica. This is in a continuation from the last two vlogs you've been watching, so if you missed any of it, you can go to the playlist that's listed below and click through all of them. So this is our new hotel. This is the one that we ended up at instead of at the Chilomate Rainforest Eco Retreat due to flooding and mudslides in Costa Rica. Most people were very upset with this new lodging. I didn't understand why because my room was great and I thought it was really beautiful. But later on I realized after I talked to some of the travelers that their rooms had ants in them and that some of the doors didn't work and they were a little rustic. I was just happy to finally be off the bus and to be back at a hotel. They also told us that we were going to be able to go to a natural hot springs. And so we were all really pumped about that. But what they didn't tell us is that you had to drive a mile down a dirt road and you had to schedule a ride with the front hotel desk. And then you had to trek down a bunch of really wet, really spongy stairs, slick in the rainforest, which I thought was actually kind of cool, cross over a bunch of bridges in the dark, and then you got down to the hot springs with a bar. The only issue is that some of the travelers, it wasn't accessible to them to walk down that far, because it's very slippery and pretty dangerous. We were also supposed to be at dinner in about an hour, but I decided to say fuck it and go down there anyway. On the way down, I felt things biting my feet, and I thought it was really bad mosquitoes. Like, I thought they were just huge mosquitoes because it really, really stung more than a regular mosquito would hurt. But I was like, whatever, I just went faster. I got to the bar, I got a strawberry daiquiri. It was the best drink I had the entire trip. He poured so heavy. And then I sat down in the hot springs and kind of relaxed. This one was not very hot. I wanted it to be warmer, but there are like 6 or 7 down there, so you could kind of choose what level of heat you wanted. On the way back up to dinner, everything fell apart. Again, surprise. We accidentally walked through a line of army ants. Now, they're not bullet ants, but they are pretty painful. They are super, super aggressive. They sting and they bite and they hold on until you have to kill them. You cannot get them off your body. And they're not just like, oh, I stepped on an ant. No, they are attacking you. They're aggressive. They're trying to get you all at once. They're trying to swarm you. We were screaming and running up the hill. I heard people screaming as I got on the bus, like, oh my God, help us. They crawled up under my shoes and got stuck. They got up in my sarong and got stuck. It was fucking terrible. Then we went to dinner and we had the best drink we've had the whole trip. It was this like strawberry fruit punch, mixed fruit juice full of mango and papaya. While we were at the hot springs, a traveler named Christy sprained her ankle and it was just a shit show. Plus then she had to run through a bunch of army ants, so it really sucked for her. So I took her food to go up to her room. Then my friend Twyla broke her shoe. It just felt like what else can go wrong on this trip? Everything has fallen apart and nothing is getting better. And then I went back to my room to take a shower and look who was in my bathroom, a fucking army ant. I murdered him. I was ready to throw in the towel at this point.